How ironic, and why am I not surprised? And in the back of my mind, I was always thinking this, but I didn't want to speak it into existence because you look at the political landscape, how everything shook out, all the things they did, all the crooked and corrupt and backdoor, backstabbing, underhanded BS that the left, that the Democrats tried to use to keep Trump from getting back into office. They did everything they could. And even though I don't think they directly ordered somebody to try to take out President Trump, I don't think they did that. But this comes from a perspective from on being on the outside looking in. So all I can do is guess and speculate. I don't think they purposefully set it up that way. But I think it is a very high likelihood and possibility that due to intelligence, whatever intel they got ahead of time, they knew what was going to happen, how it was going to happen. And I think they made convenient mistakes on accident, on purpose. That's just my personal opinion. I think they knew what was going to happen, and they decided to have a lapse in judgment on purpose to allow it to happen. And you can actually go back to the history of this country that, a lot of, people being taken out, high profile people, high influential people. That might be how a lot of people were taken out. I mean, we always speculate, hey, this person or this entity got together and tried to take them out, and it could have been as simple as, because the government overall over the years it's not hard for them to track people down, and you, especially if you making threats or you making arrangements to do harms to somebody. This is how the feds swoop in and be catching people in the act when they want to. But, if they want to conveniently fall back and pretend like, we didn't have enough information, this is an easy way to get somebody knocked off without even you actually formulating a plan to do it yourself. You can conveniently make a mistake. Oh, well, we didn't look at that. How unfortunate. This is just my opinion. This is how I look at it. That's a very high possibility. So all of those things failed. So, President Trump is going to be inaugurated January 20th. He will be back in office. So at that point, what is there left? They tried everything. So what is missing that was a big hindrance on the Trump presidency the first time around? What was missing? I remember now. I remember what was missing. Yes, you guys remember too. What are the similarities? It's very interesting and very ironic, don't you think? Wait a minute, let me. All right, let me rearrange some stuff right now. Patience, people, patience. Let me see. Because something is very irritating to me right now. Let me. Dun, dun, dun. All right, there we go. We'll get you out of there. Lots going on right here. Okay. So let's look at the ironic thing that's going on here. The Norovirus, because you can't name it what you named it before. My only question, let me ask a quick question. Because I notice now when I ask this question, I never get an answer, even when it's somebody I know, somebody that's a casual acquaintance. that wanted to beat me, metaphorically beat me over the head. Hey, why don't you take the applesauce? You're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for everybody around you. Y'all remember that saying? Y'all remember what people were saying? How dare you not take the applesauce? You're being selfish. And then for the people that succumb to that pressure, then after that came the what was it? The turbo booster. What's wrong with your car? Why don't you get the turbo booster? You're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for everybody else. And then certain people allow that to get to them, and they succumb to peer pressure. Like, okay, I'll get the turbo booster in my car. Car seems kind of slow. I'll get it. Then after that, there was a second turbo booster. Hey, you gonna get the second turbo booster? Your car's still kind of slow. Yeah, I don't know. You're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for other people. Yeah, you're right. You know what? I'll get the turbo booster. And you get the turbo booster, your car goes a little bit faster. Like, yeah. And then so on and so on and so on. And nowadays, when I ask people, what turbo booster is your car on now, they never answer. Why not? Your car is a little bit slower, ain't it? You need to put more turbo boosters in your car. All you hear is crickets when I say that. So here we are again. President Trump coming back into office, and what do we have? Norovirus cases are surging in parts of the U.S. CDC data shows. Oh, yeah. I just wanted to put this in y'all face right quick to get, because I'm going to leave a link to this down in the description box down below. I just want to bring this to everybody's attention, what's going on, and how ironic that this is happening right now. And I just find it kind of convenient, to have this starting to break out right now. I'm actually surprised it didn't get pushed more in the liberal media leading up to the election to prevent people from going to the ballot boxes. Cases of the wretched stomach bug are surging in parts of the United States this winter, according to government data. The most recent numbers from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention show there were 91 outbreaks of norovirus reported during the week of December 5th, up from 69 outbreaks the last week of November. This is very interesting. Norovirus. Oh, yeah. Got to get the people worked up in a frenzy again, because, it was so entertaining for some people in our society to watch people walking around with full-fledged hazmat suits on. I mean, if you see some of these idiots that was going to grocery stores wearing the plastic, it's a PPE that covers your face. It's used like when you're mixing chemicals and stuff. You like cover. It's like I forgot what you call it. I know it's a PPE, but it covers your face like a plastic face guard. People was actually walking around with that, and then underneath the face guard, they had the cloth mask on, of which, when the blue flu first broke out, they were saying that those like regular cloth masks didn't work. They were a waste of time. If you want to come close to an effective mask, you need the N95 mask, because the cloth masks are BS. Then a little bit before that, they were saying, wearing a mask at all is not going to help, because it's airborne and it's microscopic, and wearing a mask is silly. And then they mixed in, well, if you have a beard, you need to cut off your beard because the mask need to be flush on your face. But before that, they said, well, the mask is, we're dealing with a microscopic virus and it's airborne, so the mask is not going to be helpful anyway. Oh, but it works better when it's flush on your face, so cut off your beard. And all these not, stand 6 feet apart. Oh, if you want to come to the restaurant and eat, when you walk in, you got to have your mask on. But when you decide to eat, you can take your mask off. All these silly, nonsensical rules that were just thrown at us and created and thrown into effect as we went along. It was almost like they were using us as circus animals to entertain them, knowing damn well none of this is going to help. It has nothing to do with anything, and we're just going to make you guys dance around in the circus of society, basically. And that's exactly what a lot of you chose to do, because you're not capable of thinking for yourself. You don't know how to read the tea leaves. You don't know how to connect the dots or anything like that. So you just jump and run with it. And now here we go again. Ironically, the Norovirus was not an issue the last 4 years under the Biden-Harris administration. But ironically, it's going to be an issue now, and pretty sure there's going to be new strains to come out. Oh, this is just a stomach bug, but this next one, it causes stomach ulcers. Then the one after that, not only does it cause stomach ulcers, but it gets up into your esophagus and turns it into a gullet, kind of similar to what turkeys have. You don't want to walk around with a turkey gullet, do you? Oh, and then the next strain after that will have you digging in your nose all the way up into your brain, giving yourself a lobotomy. Oh, my goodness. And we're right back to where we were in the first Trump administration. Kind of ironic, the timing, don't you think? Anywho, I'm going to leave a link to this story down in the description box. Let me know what y'all think. Because over here at Gen X Media, we welcome all forms of conversations, even the uncomfortable ones. And this is definitely one that needs to be had, because a lot of you idiots, I predict, will be walking around with 2 and 3 masks on again, looking stupid. That being said, at Gen X Media, we are out.